first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
To the air on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown Bulls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So BYU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Bulls with the 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's up to 17. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly who.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida.
And this almost down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got his man. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to pass. It's Lynch. Got his man on the right. Powers just dismissing tackles. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Wants to throw. It's Lynch. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Jamison. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Into the end zone. Touchdown, USF. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Lynch. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Bulls are facing third and inches. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Bulls come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
With the run on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. To the air, it's Lynch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Culliver. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Back to throw, it's Lynch. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're working that left side. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown Bulls. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Dropping back, it's Lynch. Here's a heat. On target over the middle. And they're able to make the tackle.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. BYU lines up quickly. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. BYU has this offense clicking. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Gonna look downfield again. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Clemson. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Midfield, he's got to move. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, first down and more. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown Bulls! And the pummeling has started. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Lynch. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Culliver. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. Completes it in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat.
Oh, he's got some space. A very productive run gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The offense changing the play. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fights off the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Lynch. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. And, guys, they answer the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Oh, and I get that nameless, faceless. But when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Lynch. Under fire. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. If there's time to pad the stats. He's got it up to 20. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with net.